Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Meg from megfort.com, and this video is going to be about minimalism and how it's not exactly the cool thing to do. So what do I mean by that? Being a minimalist is very rewarding. I love living in a tiny house, 360 square feet, with my husband and my 2 kids, so that's 4 of us in this tiny space, and I love it. It really works for us. I love the lack of stuff. I love that we're not always consuming, we're not always buying, we're not always wanting, and that my kids can learn how to grow up outside and grow up loving people and valuing experiences over things and objects. I think that's something that's super important and that should be taught really, really early. But it's also not the norm. I live in the United States, and it's not exactly the cool thing to not always be buying something new. It's not cool to have 4 t-shirts or wear the same jeans all the time. It's a little bit isolating because, for example, a couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine was like, oh man, you gotta check out this store. They're having a massive sale. They have like brand name, whatever it was. I can't remember. I think it was a type of shoe or something. And I was like, oh, I already have my 10 pairs of shoes and I'm not gonna buy new ones unless I need them or unless I need to get rid of 1 pair. That's max. And she looked at me like I was insane. But that's just how we live differently. I'll give you another example. My kids both had a birthday party in May. They're both born in May, so we threw them a combined birthday party. I don't know how much longer I can do that. They're 6 and 4. I'm probably gonna run out of birthdays soon, but we gave them a combined birthday, and we kind of mentioned to people like, don't bring gifts. And they were like, what? They're 6 and 4. The birthday parties should be about gifts, but we really wanted to like give gifts to our guests. We got everybody like a little goodie bag with, like treats that they could eat and things that they can do. That wasn't just like a toy. And it was really weird, but everybody came with gifts anyway. So, that's another interaction or way that maybe you're not super cool in society and people will look at you like, that's a different way to live. And it is. And it's definitely not for everybody. I think of my mother. My mother in a minimalist type of house would go insane. That would not be happy for her. She loves like trinkets and decorations, and it makes her feel at home. For me, it's overwhelming. Like, I don't want to see stuff all over the walls. I don't want to see little things that say like live, laugh, love and faith, and it's too much for me. And that's okay. It's okay to be different and live different lifestyles. But when you are taking steps towards minimalism and towards being less of a consumer, you will look super weird to your friends and family because you're just not shopping for things. You're not wanting things. It's just a different type of mindset. So I wanted to make this video almost like a warning or almost like an explanation as to like why people are going to look at you strange, or almost like a disclaimer. Like, if you're getting into minimalism and you maybe you're going to start with where you live. You're not going to be buying a bigger house. Maybe you're going to be downsizing, and people will see that as like a sign of lack of success. Because usually if you're successful, you're getting the biggest and the best and the most, when minimalism is about finding happiness without things, without objects, without having a massive mansion, without owning a closet full of clothes, without owning 300 pairs of shoes. Like, you can find happiness separate from objects. And I think that's something that society teaches the opposite of. Like in every commercial and every type of advertisement, they're showing how you will be happier with things and how you will be happier when you buy this thing. And it really isn't. There's been a lot of studies that show that the more things you have, the more stressed out you will be. And we all know that stress is the enemy of happiness, and stress can result in so many health issues and health problems. So I really want to encourage you, if you click this video because you're interested in like being a minimalist or getting into minimalism, I really applaud you. I think this is so great. Whatever stage of life you're in, maybe you're single, maybe you're married, maybe you have kids, maybe your kids are grown and you're kind of just reevaluating your life, maybe you're older, who knows? Whatever stage of life that you are in, I think it's the perfect time to kind of take steps towards happiness and take steps away from consumerism. You're going to save so much money. You're going to have so much more time. You're going to have so much love in your heart to give. You're going to enjoy experiences more and all of that. A really big part of minimalism is also digital minimalism, and I'm going to make a video about that also. Once it's out, I'll link to it below in this description. I have a whole blog all about minimalism, how we took steps towards minimalism, how to start being a minimalist with a checklist. What I like to personally do is start in the kitchen, because that is always the place that gets super cluttered. And you have like so many drawers and cabinets. It's like such a place to gather stuff. So what I like to do is I like to take a big box and I'll go through my kitchen and look for something that I don't need. Maybe I have like 2 spatulas and I only need 1. Maybe I have like this one random spoon that doesn't even match the cutlery or silverware that I have. I'm like, where did this come from? Put it in the box. And then I put the box on top of the refrigerator. And then at the end of the week, if I didn't use it, I didn't even notice it was gone, out of the house. Goes straight to thrift store, Goodwill, wherever you can donate stuff locally to you. That is my advice. Start in the kitchen. And then once you start getting rid of things, it's almost addicting to be like, oh, I only need what I need. It is such a good feeling to only need what you need. And as you start to shift your focus on having things, you will notice your life will get streamlined and cleaned and decluttered. You're going to start enjoying life in forms of exciting adventures and exciting opportunities instead of your things at home. So you actually might spend less time at home. Warning. So yeah, that is how minimalism is not cool. At least not right now. Maybe in the future society will change, but right now it's about to be 2020. It is not. So thank you for watching this video. If you did like this video, please give me a little thumbs up down there, and definitely consider subscribing to this channel, because I've got a ton more minimalist, tiny house, adventure life stuff to share with you. So I will see you next time. Bye.